Make sure you know the difference between relative atomic mass and mass number. Here's a flash revision guide on relative atomic mass. Each element that exists has its own relative atomic mass, and they are found in the periodic table as the bigger number of the two. It's basically an average of the mass numbers of all the isotopes of a particular element. But it's not simply taking all the mass numbers and finding their average value. It involves taking into account the abundance of the isotopes. You can think of abundance as how common a particular isotope is. If you took a sample of chlorine gas, for example, you would roughly find two different isotopes in the sample, chlorine 35 and chlorine 37, but they aren't equal amounts of both. Around 75% of the sample would be chlorine 35 and 25% would be chlorine 37. So to find the relative atomic mass of an element and take the abundances into account, you have to multiply the mass number by the percentage abundance for each isotope that exists for the element. You then add each of these values together and divide the result by 100. So let's try and work out the relative atomic mass of chlorine by using this equation. So for isotope 1, we can use its mass number, which is 35, and multiply it by the abundance of 75. And for isotope 2, it would be a mass number of 37 multiplied by 25. You can then add them together and divide the whole thing by 100 to give you a final answer of 35.5. And if you check this on the periodic table, you'll see that chlorine does have a relative atomic mass of 35.5.